So what's going on guys, Kate is here and welcome back to a brand new video. For today we are checking out Diablo Immortal and we will see if this game is still worth playing in 2022. So since release I've been playing this game every day for 8 to 12 hours. And in this video I will tell you all the positives and negative things about Diablo Immortal. So we will look into the different classes and how balanced they are. Then we will look at different activities that you can do, then how does PvP feels like, how many dungeons and content there is to do and much more. So if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So Diablo Immortal is a free-to-play MMORPG that is designed initially for only mobile devices, but now it's available for both PC and iOS and Android. This game takes the place between the events of Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, so you will find many similarities in the gameplay from both of these games. Many of Diablo Immortal activities are designed to be small in size, so that means 4-player groups, and no matter if you are playing on PC or mobile, a single dungeon should usually take only about 10 to 15 minutes. The game is designed for touchscreen devices with virtual controls that overlay the display for PC players. So be aware that the gameplay and combat will be very similar to a mobile game, but still it will be easily playable on PC as well. Then as for using skills, they feature auto-aim generally towards the nearest enemy, but as well the player can manually aim each skill. Some abilities will also charge, while their skill button is held, which will increase damage and AoE range. And unlike previous games in Diablo series, mana and other class-specific resources have been removed, in a favor of a cooldown-based system. Performing attacks will also fill the character's ultimate meter, increasing the damage of your basic attacks for a limited time. So players can create one or more characters to use within the game. When creating a character, you can select one of the 6 classes called Barbarian, Wizard, Monk, Necromancer, Demon Hunter, and Crusader. Each class has 12 unlockable skills, from which the player can choose 5 to use on his skill bar. Each class in Diablo Immortal offers extensive versatility in skill progression. Throughout your game experience, you will be able to personalize your build and fine-tune your character to play the way you want. Unlike previous Diablo games in Diablo Immortal, there is a feature called Class Change, by which players can change the class for an existing character and receive a new set of appropriate items, without having to reset their progression. But this feature is not yet in the game, and developers said that after release, they will give us more information on this system. So throughout gameplay, characters earn experience, which allows them to increase their level. As characters increase their level, they become more powerful, unlocking new skills and increasing the power of existing abilities. Once a player's character has reached the game's level cap of level 60, they can achieve additional Paragon levels, and this Paragon system allows you to further improve your character by gaining bonus stats and unlocking unique specialization skills. Each Paragon level grants you 1 Paragon point to allocate in any open node. These points are only usable on the character themselves, and they are not shared between your characters on your account. Paragon points grant access to 5 different Paragon trees, and the first one is called Survivor, that unlocks at Paragon level 1 and mainly grants defensive buffs. Then we have Vanquisher that unlocks at Paragon level 1 as well and mainly grants offensive buffs. Then we have the Treasure Hunter that unlocks at Paragon level 50 and grants magic, gold and experience bonuses. Then afterwards we have the Gladiator that unlocks at Paragon level 100 and this one gives PvP benefits. And then lastly we have the Soldier, which unlocks at Paragon level 150 and provides amazing PvP and PvE bonuses for you and your group. Then as well, the higher the Paragon level, the more and better legendary items you can find. In addition to these level-based progressions, the game features a Battle Pass reward system, and within there are both free and paid tiers available. The free version gives you basic materials and other useful items, while the paid version focuses more on cosmetics and different in-game currencies. So after you defeat enemies, you can open treasure chests and pick up dropped items from the ground, as well as in-game NPCs. Sell similar items in exchange for the in-game currency called gold. Some items are also specific to particular enemies, and such equipment can also be made more powerful by inserting gems and by using the rank up system, which uses materials salvaged from other items to make rare and legendary items. Gems can be added to a piece of gear to increase its base stats. Normal gems provide increased stats such as strength or agility, while legendary items also provide new capabilities, improving your build and the way you play. Once a legendary level gem item reaches rank 10, it can be used to awaken, resulting in improved bonuses and a new appearance, which could be cool cosmetics like added flames to your sword, or swirls of energy to your magic staff, and much more. Players can also obtain items which are part of a set and drop from a specific location. If you get a matching set of 3 or 6 gear pieces, these items will give you additional bonuses such as healing and movement speed. In addition to items which change character statistics, the game also offers purely cosmetic items, which can be equipped to change the appearance of a character without changing your gameplay. Some cosmetic items will be available for specific factions to unlock for free by raising their dominance level, and some you will be able to buy for real-life money, but this and other in-depth mechanics I will cover in my next videos. And then on top of all this, the game also features a cross-player marketplace, in which players can buy and sell materials and gems. And to avoid RMT players, which trade in-game items for real-life money, the marketplace does not allow you to purchase or trade any equipment, so the only way to get items is through gameplay. So in Diablo Immortal you can play alone or with any of the other adventurers that you will see as you explore the world. Each zone can host dozens of other players, with who you can join forces to fight larger scale zone events and special quests that require multiple participants. If you encounter anyone you want to adventure with, you have the option to create a party for up to 4 players, or you can make a clan to unlock even more social activities. One of the most fun PvE activities is the bestiary system that adds to the lore of Diablo Immortal and rewards you with loot. So basically after you complete the early parts of the main storyline, while leveling your character you can find missing pages that describe the different monsters you fight, and all of them are separated in 3 different types, called unique, rare and common. When you find one of these pages you can receive free gold, items and battle pass points. Then the next activity that you can do are bounties, and these are one of the most rewarding activities in Diablo Immortal. Similar to Diablo 3, they are short quests completed in open world areas or dungeons, and all daily missions can be done in about 30 to 45 minutes. So this is a nice activity that you can do every day. Then we have the challenging rifts, which in Diablo Immortal are dungeons where you clear levels of monsters, and each level will further increase the difficulty. Pushing up levels is fun and challenging, with powerful rewards making this activity very rewarding, and then most importantly, there will be public leaderboards, so players will be able to compete against other players, and your rank on the leaderboards will determine how much rewards you get. And then besides all the basic activities like normal quests, zone events and etc, we have the raids and dungeons. And this activity is one of the core PvE gameplay parts, where you go into a dark caves and fight other monsters till you find the endgame boss and defeat him, which then in return will give you super cool rewards and much more. Normal dungeons you can do by yourself or with a group, and for now there are 7 dungeons currently, each one with their unique design and strategies. So then going over to Diablo Immortal PvP, and there is an activity called Battlegrounds, that is 8 vs 8 event that is available every day for 2 hours. There's a matchmaking with a rating system that places you on a team based on your games played and win rate, and most importantly, all of this is solo queue, so you can form a party before playing this game mode. The main idea is that all players are split into 2 teams, attackers and defenders. Attackers have to destroy the ancient heart, while the defenders have to protect it, and whichever team succeeds in their mission will win the match. Then the second activity that you can do in Diablo Immortal is the Ancient Arena, that opens up every 3 hours. And this game mode is a free-for-all PvP event, where all players fight each other till the last man standing will win. And then at the end, the winner gets to open up a chest and much more. So overall the PvP is only possible in these specific PvP events, and you won't have access to healing potions, but instead you get to use bandages outside of the combat. Bunch of your PvE builds and skills will do a lot less damage against players, so you will have to customize your character's build for PvP and much more. So then moving over to my last and final conclusions for Diablo Immortal. So in general I have played about 300 hours since release, and then another 300 hours in the last beta. Diablo Immortal is not a perfect PC game, far from it, but this game is amazing for mobile. As you saw, there are so many activities that you can do, and no matter if you play on mobile or PC, the graphics look amazing. As you probably know, Diablo Immortal has a problem with pay to win. If you are a PC player, then it might be a concern, But if you're a mobile gamer, then this is nothing new. The short summary is that if you want to be a rank 1 player as a free-to-play, then that is impossible, unless you want to pay with real-life money. Diablo Immortal is a paradise for pay-to-win in PvP, but the good part is that PvE everyone has the same, so even pay-to-win players can't just buy gear, and they have to grind the same way as anyone else. So I would say that if you want to experience a cool PvE game where you can do dailies, level up your normal and paragon level, then complete dungeons and try to complete the highest challenging rifts to climb up the leaderboards, then this is the perfect game for you. But if you're mainly looking for PvP game, then I would not recommend to play it. Diablo Immortal has really good skins, and the more grinding you will do, the better your armor will look like. So the free-to-play PvE experience is just 10 out of 10. To be honest, if you're a mobile gamer, then I haven't seen a better game than this. Diablo has PS4 and Xbox One controller support, so you can make your experience even better and more comfortable. As this game is free to play, so I recommend for at least every single player to test it out. The classes feel amazing, the balance for PvE is great, the only and the biggest problem is the pay to win. So if you can live with it or only do PvE content, then this game is definitely worth to play. And lastly, if you're interested in a deeper dive and more information about different classes, builds, or an in-depth look into Diablo Immortal pay to win, then check my videos out. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, feedback, or other good Diablo Immortal guides or topics that you would like to see in the next video, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, please click like, subscribe, and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and you won't miss any more amazing content from me. With all this said, you have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. So take it easy, peace.